For a second, when Hestia went into the gods meeting for the war games with Apollo, after hearing what Lili's capable of doing with magic, I thought that Hestia was actually Lili. Yo, DANMACHI, is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? Season 2, episode 3. This episode made me so happy. And this whole episode just felt so uplifting because of everybody genuinely caring for what's going to happen during the war games with Hestia, with Belle, because they all know that Belle is the only person in her familia. Like, everybody's like freaking out and stuff, saying that like they genuinely want to help. So it, like, to the point where these characters like Welf and Makoto or Mikoto or something like that, and Lili and all of them are willing to leave their own familias to help Belle in the war games. The war games right now is a siege game. Pretty much it's like a fortress or some type of stronghold, and you have to infiltrate, like siege it to take it over and stuff. Pretty sure that's what the game is going to be about. And this whole episode, first of all, everything that went on with Lili and the Soma Familia, like, I have so much respect for Lili too now. Like, everything that went down, Hestia postponing a little bit more of the gods meeting for the war game just so she can go after to find Lili, and then Lili escapes from the cell that she's in and stuff, and the guy Vantis or something that took her back, telling her you're gonna do whatever I say and stuff. He's an asshole. When even like, while Soma is the god who makes like the fine divine wine and stuff, like, he is, at first I'm like, boy, talk or something, do something. But the thing is, for Soma, he's like, I don't know, everything that happened with Soma and Lili, like, he's like, if you can drink my divine wine, I will tell them to stop, like, attacking Hestia and all of them that decided to infiltrate and storm to get Lili out of there, because they all know that Belle can't do his best if he knows that Lili is trapped somewhere. And if she is able to escape and get out of there, then Belle's gonna be at his all-time strength, like his peak strength that he's at, instead of worrying about Lili and stuff. And Lili escapes and is like, hey, you guys need to run, get out of here and stuff. And Hestia's like, no, if we need you, Belle needs you, like, everybody needs you, Lili. And I think, like, her entire life she's been told that she's just this filthy little creature that's like, that does like the Soma Familia's bidding and stuff, but it's more Vantis, it's not Soma. I think Soma's a pretty cool guy, the guy who makes the wine, or the god that makes the wine and everything. And that whole scenario of like them just helping Lili out, and Lili realizing that, like, I gotta get out of here, I know that Belle needs me and they all need me, and she's like, why do you guys even need me? Why do you care about me so much? It's because that they consider you their familia. It felt like Lili realized this and went to Soma and begged for him, please let me change familias. Please listen to me. And then he's talking to, like, how she's like a child and stuff, and he gives her the wine and says, if you can drink this divine wine, keeping like the same mentality that you have right now, you drink the wine and you say the exact same things as you are right now, I will let you go. And so she drinks it, and it sounds like to me that they kept Lili ringed into the Soma Familia by giving her that wine and stuff, because as we can see in this episode, everybody's obsessive over this wine and shit. So she drinks it, and it looks like that she's not like in her right mind, and it looks like she like passes out. But then for a split second, she sees Belle's face, and then she says, please stop this fighting outside. And so Soma told them to stop fighting Hestia and all of them out there. Everything was halted. Everything was done with. And that guy Vantis got his head rocked, got his shit rocked and everything. He was knocked out and shit. It was great. Like, Soma is a cool dude, because he's like, he says to Hestia, like, did I do something wrong? Or what did I do did I do anything right or whatever? Hestia said that, like, you threw her to the side like she was nothing. But because of that and all the things that she went through, she grew this strong as a person. And as this little girl, she grew so strongly because of what you did. And that familia wasn't necessarily hers, a place that she belonged to. Where she belongs to is Hestia's, where Belle is and stuff. And it's just the cutest thing. So all the things happening, like at the meeting, the gods meeting, where Hestia went to talk about everything about the war games with Apollo and stuff, and they're doing a siege game, war game, which sounds very, very exciting, very awesome and stuff. But Apollo knew that Hestia only had Belle in her familia, and that's why he's like, let's do these war games, and excited about the siege, because the more people that you have in the siege, the more that you'll win in the fight and everything. So Hestia and everybody's like, hey, you can't like what the heck, you can't just do this, it's completely unfair. And Hermes also said, like, yeah, this is completely unfair and stuff. And then Freya is like, are you scared? Are you scared for Hestia or Belle to get, like, help and stuff? And that's what Hermes suggested, to get help from, like, other places or other people and stuff. And it seemed like Apollo was a little scared. Freya is, like, a boss right now. Like, she was a boss in this episode, being like, are you scared, Apollo, just from a little help that Belle can have and stuff? So then Apollo's like, all right, you can have one help from the outside, and it has to be a familia from outside of Arario. And then everybody's just like, man, this guy is so petty, seriously. I thought that was like a hilarious scene, but now it seems like he's gonna be able to get help from the outside, not just from familias in Arario, but on the outside and stuff. And what was amazing was that he said, Hestia's familia can fight, but he knows right now that Belle is the only one. But we see throughout this episode that Welf goes to Hephaestus and asks if he can change familia to go to Hestia's familia. Everybody seems like they completely understand. All the gods and goddesses seem like they completely understand what's going on. And I'm just like, oh, I'm getting so emotional over it. Like, just because, like, the camaraderie and not just being allies, but they genuinely care about one another and everything. And Take Mikazuchi is one, I think, one of the other gods that Makoto is part of. And she asks, can I switch familias? Because Takemoto was, like, contemplating, like, how am I going to help? Like, I really want to help Hestia. How am I going to do this? And then all of a sudden Makoto or Mikoto comes up and is like, please let me switch familias. Let me be in Hestia's familia. So she's going to be in Hestia's familia. Welf from Hephaestus' familia is going to go to Hestia's familia. Those two. And Lili, at the end of everything that happened with Soma, he or she is changing to Hestia's familia. Bro, we got Welf. We got Lili. We got Makoto, or whatever her name is. And then we got the lady elf from the restaurant. The girl with the blonde hair, or she had blonde hair, but she dyed it like a greenish yellow or something like that. But it seems like she is going to show up because she is the one from the outside playing a big role coming in that Apollo agreed to. But he doesn't know that a bunch of these people are changing to Hestia's familia. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Belle is going to have his squad with him that he's had since day one of this season, and I'm excited for it. I'm excited for the War Games. Next episode is called the War Games. Like, this whole episode was just such a... It made me feel just so happy because so many people care so much about not just Belle and Hestia and stuff, but everybody cares so much about Lili, and they know that if Lili just stays away, then Belle isn't going to do his best in what he needs to do for the War Games. And right now, he's training with Ainz and her comrade and her friend at I think it was like the bridge from like the first season or something, the same spot that he trained with her last time. And Bro, and something that Ainz said also, that when she was training Belle in this episode, is that like monsters and fighting humans and fighting monsters are completely different. Monsters are constantly always serious, but when it comes to humans, when you think you see a blind spot or an opening in a fight, that you are you're easily susceptible to like a counter or like a dodge or something like that, and the other person can easily take you out. And I love that. That's such a great speech, because that completely makes sense. Because if you think you have an opening on attacking somebody, that leads you to an easy read of your attack that you're going to use. So like that just makes complete sense. And and that's how she was taught. And I'm so hyped for this next episode, the War Games. Let's go. So now Belle is going to have a squad for this war game, and Apollo has no idea. And I'm excited about it. I think next episode, obviously, Makoto is going to change to Hestia's familia, or, you know, Takemizuchi is going to just let her be a part of it, but Apollo said, no, that's not the rules and stuff, so I'm pretty sure she's going to change familias. And boy, am I ready for it. Everything that happened with Lili and the god Soma, who makes the divine wine and everything, the development with Lili and everything like that, I'm loving Lili even more. She's not my top favorite, but she's up there, and she's real close, and Hestia's my girl, and like everything that happened with Freya, she's a boss in this episode. You got Belle training with Ainz, you got Welf heading to Hephaestus saying that like, I need to change familias, like Belle needs me, Hestia needs me, I can't stay here when they need my help, I got to go. And Hephaestus seems like she completely understands, and she's like, I thought that you wanted to make a weapon stronger than a divine sword or something like that. And he said, I can do that anywhere, I can do these things, I can be a blacksmith anywhere if I have the means and I have the burning passion to do it. And that's what you taught me, Hephaestus. And then she seems like she's about to smile and be like, okay, let's go, I'm ready for this. I'm so excited for this episode, guys. I'm pretty much on a hype train of DANMACHI because I just saw Arrow of the Orion movie a couple days ago. Bro, you don't know how much I'm ready. Well, you probably do after this video, that you know how hyped I am for this episode to come, and I can't wait to see Apollo's face be so dumbfounded, and I can't wait for his #1 guy, his #1 fighter, his child in the familia, to get his shit rocked by Belle. I'm pretty sure that Belle and him are going to have a fight and not care too much about the siege, but at the end, Belle's gonna do something to where he makes the other guy think that he's really getting to him, but then he's gonna actually do something to win the war game, the siege and everything, and then they're gonna get the Apollo house, that mansion. They're gonna get it, and I'm excited. And I'm ready. But what did you guys think about this episode? It was just such a happy and emotional and uplifting episode to get ready for the next episode and maybe the next 2 episodes to come or something like that. I'm ready. I'm ready for this. But what do you guys think? Leave down in the comments below your thoughts about this episode, your thoughts about what I've been saying and everything. Like this video if you did. Like the video if you liked things that I had to say, or like the video if you liked the episode. Comment down below your thoughts on the episode. And subscribe to the channel for more reviews, vlogs, unboxings, live reactions, and theory discussion videos, and things like that. So, gentlemen, stay classy, ladies, stay sassy, but most important, everybody, you gotta stay a little nasty, alright? So, peace and love, and I will see y'all later in the next video. Peace out. May the force be with you always. And plus, ultra.